Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to Mindustry, where I'm collecting many things, including Dirium. Lovely, lovely Dirium. Oh, look at it just flowing into there. Unfortunately, there's no more of it. Why is there no more of it? I think that's a key question actually. Why is there no more Dirium flowing through? Got flows up here. Has it jammed? Oh, it's because of that line contamination. We've got titanium on the coal line. That's why. There we go. No. Fine. Is there any more? Nope, that's all sorted. Okay. All clear. All clear. The line is flowing properly once more. Also, I need to check up here because this really does need... Yeah, needs improvement. Needs improvement. So much improvement because it is just so bad. Right, I think we're past the point of needing iron. Sorry, of needing stone as a weapon. So I think I should replace all of this, actually. A Gatling array should be plenty right now. We can certainly afford it. So let us rebuild this entire array as a Gatling array. Like so. We can tear out the original stone generator. It's not needed anymore. Bye-bye. And then we can just plug it all straight into this. Into all of this iron down here, since Gatlings, of course, require iron. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And that's... Yep, that's all I can do with it. So, go ahead. And I guess I can afford to increase it as well. It could do with the extra girth, I suppose you could say. So if I put that there, that will double its effective size. Yep. Because that one will allow me to put in an additional bank of repair turrets about as far as where I am. So about there. Yep. And then I just have to increase the transportation network to match. Actually, I can extend it a little bit further. This should be adequate for quite some time to come, except I am aware that we are also running on a limited time frame. There's also probably use some more iron to get the initial stocks in. These are Gatlings, they're probably going to fire pretty fast. So increase the iron wall down here. There we go. And let's actually go and plug in the other iron supply as well, because why the heck not? Put one there. And that's about it for that one. I might be able to squeeze like one more extractor in or something if I do it like this, but if I'm a little bit more careful with it. But you know, one extractor in exchange for about a minute messing around. Why should I, basically? At least we've got those two, well, one coal generator. Ooh, one coal generator. And it's built up a backlog as well, it's not being taxed enough. Well, let's fix that, shall we? Let's go ahead and install some additional stuff. The lasers seem to be operating much better. And we'll spawn the next wave. We need to see how well it does. The iron armour is something of a defensive weakness. Yep, that's better. Come on! Come one, come all! I have materials for everyone! Ha ha ha! And the DACA for everyone as well. Right, come on. Let's see. How much have we got? 200. Titanium cannon. Right, Titan cannons. Let's see. About here? Yeah, about here. Yeah, this is how bad it is. I'm actually gearing up a little bit towards heavier, high-end defences. And I'm starting to get a bit careless as well, let's be honest. And that's all because... No. Uranium drill, that's what I need to power the Titan cannons. How much range have these guys got? Are the Titan cannons out of range? They are... they could do with a little bit of defense, really, but not that much. So, I could actually operate some uranium drills here. Scatlings, go. Die, invaders! Right. So, I'm going to be starting to feed material up here, I think. I'm going to use flux because, you know, might as well make this all fancy schmancy and all that jazz. Then I'm going to put a router in here. And... oops. I'm only going to feed these 3 cannons for the moment off this line. Just need to tunnel it to make sure there's a bit of space behind there to fit in other things. But with the Titan cannons able to support this particular line, this should be interesting. At least for the enemy. The enemy's going to find it very interesting trying to get past here as we start to load the cannons very slowly. We need more uranium. And this is why I wasn't doing much with the uranium. It's like, well, it's why I didn't build a uranium line going down to the other end, down to my core. It's like, I'll need it up here to shoot all the things. Let's double check these things. Uranium drills operate 7 seconds per item. Omni drill, 4 per item, will place any ore. Okay, so Omni drills are much better, it's just they are much more expensive. Because I only need iron and steel for uranium, but I need titanium and dirium for Omnis. So I'll do that. And again, flux belt it. Just to help feed that. And because I've got to make sure that this place doesn't die, I'm going to put a layer of shielded walls around it. So, ooh, shielded walls, but there's no power source there. You would be correct, there is no power source hooked into that. So that's something we need to start working on. The nuclear power plant needs to come up and get worked out. Also we need dirium walls on these as well, I think. A single layer. And that's all of dirium. We're out of dirium officially. Because I've spent it all on stuff. So let's see. Is dirium still operating at peak efficiency? Not really, no. My iron line seems to be blocked up. Steel is also blocked up. Did I? Oh wait, I never actually attached those two, never mind. But we're not getting enough coal to feed everything up here. Coal is the stopgap. Coal is the thing that's slowing us down. So I was correct in my earlier assessment that some kind of coal refinery would be a good idea. Should I work numbers on that? I don't know. The bright side is, I'm thinking of getting a nuclear power plant like a whole episode earlier than I did last time. So, hooray for progress, I suppose. I'm a whole 15-20 minutes faster. Yay! Also, I've not finished laying lines, which is also yay, but not quite the same yay. If I lay it like this. Yep, this'll do. Oh, I wanted to be up there for my Titan cannons. Sprint! Set my feet on fire! We must get up there. Run past all of the resources stuck on the line. Look how much iron I've built up, jeez. And they are already dead. Titan cannons. This is why I love them. Okay, spawn the next one. Incoming. What you gonna do? Die. Titans. Ah, the Titans are absolute monsters. They also fire fast now, remember. Jeez. They also shake the screen, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah, the screen shakes every time they launch a salvo. Should probably also put some chain guns in here as well. I guess along here actually would be good. Yeah, about there. And then the idea is that I would have a router splitting into these And a tunnel would allow me to mount an additional Titan behind it, like that. The problem is, of course, these guys would be a bit closer to all the stuff. So all the stuff that's going boom, so they might get shot a little bit. Kind of want to put shielded walls in the way. Like that. But they're probably going to get shot. Let's test this. Oh, that's not actually transporting properly. Okay. Just bombarding the battleships. But yeah, they, as you can see, they were trying to do that. Okay, so I need the router. Router, schmooter, there we go. And that's starting to load up the Gatlings. Okay, next wave! Come in here and do some target practice for me, please. If you'd be so kind. Didn't even get into the Gatling's range. Come on, wave 24, give me something. Oh, fast movers. Yep, one of the Gatlings opened up. You kind of saw what it does there. I think the Gatlings are a little bit too far back, actually. Let's scrap all that for the moment. There we go. And I'll work on that later. For now, though, we need to get the Titans. More Titans, that's what we need. Yes. Never doubt that when I say there's not enough Dakka. There is definitely not enough Dakka. There we go, that'll feed an additional set of Titans. Oh, I saw smoke. Is this one damaged? Really? When did that get hit? Don't know, don't particularly care, but I do need to get some kind of power supply rolling up here. That must be said. So let's see, we've got pure Dirium walls. If I put repairs... Yeah, like a couple of layers back, they can still reach that forward layer to fix things. So looking at that as a kind of repair system for this defensive battery. And for that, we need to have an energy router will work there. So one energy router per 3 Titans, it looks like, to fuel the repair systems. Yeah, that looks about right, actually. Problem is, though, we need a power source. So, as I mentioned before, we need nuclear power. Nuclear power must fire up and be here. So, nuclear power plant. Let's check the stats on this. Nuclear power plant. Right. Power capacity 80. Power transfer 30 per second. That's actually as much as the laser can handle. So a single laser can handle the output of a nuclear reactor. Input water, input uranium. It generates 27 per second. It can transfer 30. Laser range 6. It doesn't say how much water and stuff it needs to be supplied, right? I would like to note. But that is quite okay because I know from prior experimentation that it was equivalent of like 3 inputs worth. So let us actually start this thing up. I want a router there because I am actually going to set this up to operate several power plants because I'm kind of nuts that way. And I'm going to feed it along here. Yes. That should be more than enough, at least for right now. Uranium drill, starting to feed. I need to feed it water before it goes boom. You know? Kind of important. Actually, I should probably fit Omni drills for this as well, but the problem is Omni drills are really flipping expensive. Okay, how are you doing? You are actually okay. You don't have enough titanium, so you don't have enough ore in you. that should be about maximised. And this uranium patch is going to be used purely for power supply issues. And it's actually staying cool with a single flux pump. Interesting. Okay, we just need to get the power out of there now. Oh, no, 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 no. Ow. It's staying cool! Mistakes were made. Right, so one flux pump, confirmed. Not enough. Kind of typical that really, isn't it? It's doing fine. Boom. Blows up in my face. At least it didn't seem to do much collateral damage. It went nuclear pretty quick. So I think they've downgraded the explosion on those things. Still, we must continue for science. We must do this thing. Oh, it blew up. Well, it blew up the thing right next to it, including me, but overall, that's okay. Right. I need to go there. Right, it required, let's put 1, 2. Let's install the flux pumps. 1, 2. Let's install the router. Do you have enough water? I don't think you do. Actually, that seems to be okay. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and install... Let's fix everything up that's nearby that got damaged. Why don't we? So I'll start doing that while I start to try to cope with the problems with laser range. It's so much easier to lay these lines in reverse, it's not even funny. If only there was some way to see how far this stuff would go without having to build it backwards. That would be kind of nice, I think. I seriously doubt the developer will ever see this, but hint, hint, we need some way to be able to tell the power lines where they can connect from. So, like, keep this purple thing, but have a faint thing as well, which shows us where, shows it in the opposite direction. Okay? Sound good? Okay? Okay. So it's now starting to transfer. Water supplies are nominal. The reactor has not turned red and gone boom. Power supply is saturated. Okay. That seems to be now working. Without any fatal explosions this time. Always a plus. Oh, yep, that's all fully powered up actually. That's all ready to go. Awesome. Wave! Come in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can I afford any? No, my derium supply is still highly limited. We can accelerate the waves. I really need more derium though. Jeez. Actually, there's some coal deposits right there. Also, I need to power this section too. Yeah, the screen is shaking. It's very obvious that there's a massive climatic battle going on nearby. There we go, that'll power up that defense. Make sure these uranium extractors are okay. And the power supply doesn't care, basically. I'm not using anything like this much power, jeez. Notice I don't have anything like enough derium, I need to boost that. However, I've got to call it there, so this has been I am Mark3, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show and definitely faster development than last time we saw me on Mindustry. I'm even skipping waves just to see how far we can get. I need more derium though. And for derium I need coal. They're starting to resist, by the way. They are starting to resist the Titan barrage. So that means the Gatling barrage is probably not going to do much to them. Yeah, see you all later.